at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Cowboys and the Giants, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Riding with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth, but Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offense and defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody who has to handle the ball on either side, offense or defense, this is a nightmare. You're stressing about what gloves, no gloves. Do I sometimes wear gloves? The quarterback, towel. There is a lot of conversations going on with the equipment guys in the locker room. Rain games for skill players are the worst.
The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. They look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
That is caught. It's Robinson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one taken in by Chenault.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third and long.
60 by 6, snap.
They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. they had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. And if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, he's going to be a hard group to beat.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Hey, kill!
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
Here we go. We're going to 54. Right here.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
Yeah, here we go. Where they take?
Got a man. That's Tolbert. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
47.
Pistol now for Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Cowboys. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll go right back to Algier. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. This one complete to Washington.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
26.
On second down, it's Dak. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
Third and short. Prescott. Open man, right side. He's got it. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They face second down and 7.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
They'll stick with him again. He's to the 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Dallas.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Robinson. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with him. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On the zone read, a give to Algier. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Zach Sealer getting in there to bring him down. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. Or from MetLife Stadium after this. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Giants get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
This one taken at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll look to pick up the pace. A first down throw for Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's a run, going left. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Hey, kill. Yeah, there we go. I think.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll try and go up tempo here as they hustle to the line. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation.
Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Finding space at the 15. And he is going to be out of bounds. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Cowboys.
Yeah! Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Up the middle they go. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Cowboys move out to a 21-3 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. The Giants offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. Not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now.
Let's go. Shut up.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Quick throw, taken in. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing now from the gun. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. J.C. Horn that time with the good coverage, and he knocks it away. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New York. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. As we play here in the month of November, worth noting he's putting together A campaign to remember. The NFL's leader amongst wideouts in receiving touchdowns. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Prescott now. Working his way across the field. Caught by Lamb. And he will go all the way. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. That touchdown reception, number 22 for him this year. Tied for 2nd all-time with Jerry Rice, who did it in 1987. 1 away from Randy Moss's record of 23 TDs. Fairbairn able to add the extra point. The Cowboys add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll set up to throw. Pass pulled in by Tracy. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13. Let's go now. Go, go. Ready.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. That'll be intercepted. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call.
Offense.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll let one go down the middle.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin at Bank of America Stadium. Cincinnati in town to take on Carolina. And that game tied 21-all in the second quarter. A lot of offense there. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that one is at halftime as they lead the visiting Patriots in that ball game. Sam Darnold, a touchdown pass in that first half. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Quick throw here is complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Pistol now for Prescott. This pass right side caught by Lamb. We'll try and hurry to the line here.
Here we go, 47.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Then we'll go to 53. 26.
3rd and short. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
It's now 4th down.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down. And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
Now a handoff, running right. Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
Yeah, here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Yeah, here we go.
Throwing is Prescott. To the outside, looked in by Lamb.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Cowboys.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes, and this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Gonna return this from the 10. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Go.
They'll try and run for this with Algier. And he will have a Giants first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game. Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
2nd and goal.
Yeah.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. 3rd and goal.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Kill.
Mingo, the man in motion. And he's in. Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, Dallas. Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. Not much. 2nd and long coming up.
Here we go, set.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Here's Algier. And he's pushing tacklers away as he takes it forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
70 Lions. Ready.
He'll go again here with Algier. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Algier on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now this time they'll look to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Let's go now. Roll. Unlock Lions.
Throwing now from the gun. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. A return now from the 4. Oh, yeah. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Now going to get a stoppage. Injured player. Oh, it's C.D. Lamb who is shaken up. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. This one complete to Washington. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And
he fumbled the football. And the defense has it.
Holding offense. That penalty is declined.
So, a pair of 1st downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That is caught. It's Robinson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 32-yard line.
This one taken in by Chenault. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
First down.
Here we go. Smash, smash.
They'll look to throw again. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Back to the air one more time. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that's well read by the defense. Not backwards. He's back at his own 9-yard line. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 14 yards on that pass play there. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Yeah! Here we go, 46. 46.
We'll go play action. It's Prescott. He'll air it out down the middle. And he'll be taken down.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
So the big play gets him down close, and now it's 1st and goal.
Yeah!
Here's a run. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Fairbairn good on the point after. The Cowboys add on to their already sizable lead.
17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
There's no secret this day has been a rough outing all around. So at this stage of the game, really no choice but to remain aggressive and just try to find something positive on a day where there's been a lot of negative. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll look to throw yet again. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Hardman now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
On the play fake, Dak. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Makes the score Cowboys 56, Giants 20.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 2. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. No, check. Roll.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten